Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Debbie. This is my Crafty Dan, and I am about to prep my monthly pages for my classic sized happy planner for the month of September. As we all know, September is the month where autumn begins, not till the 22nd, but I'm still going to treat this as the first month of autumn. Autumn is my favorite month, and I think a lot of us can say that simply because of the colors. Oh my gosh, I live in New Brunswick, Canada, and the colors in New Brunswick are stunning throughout fall. They are really stunning. October is the best month, but yes, it does start at the end of September. So I'm going to prep these pages. Now, for my jumping off point, I have this Recollections paper pad. It was a hot buy from Michaels, and it is called Autumn Dream. They do not have this one anymore, but they come out with beautiful fall paper pads every year, and I still have quite a few papers left from my fall paper pads, and I am going to use this page here, which is the quarters, as my jumping off point. Now I've cut this from the second page of that, and I have scored it down the line about 1/2 inch. And I've given that a fold, and I am going to put this into my September setup as a tip out. And then on the back side of this, I have so many things that need to get done in September. September is that month, guys. It's that month where we can still get outside and do things before it's too cold, and there's no bugs. Oh my gosh, that is such a huge plus. But there are a lot of things that I want to get done in September. So I'm going to treat this as a tip-in down my sidebar. I'm going to use this color as my stepping off point to find a page in here, or pages, that I can cut a few pieces off so I can, oh gosh, yeah. These pages, this page is stunning. So I have this one. I have this one, and I actually think I'm going to take this out because I might work with that one. Anything I don't use, I can always slip back in again. So I've torn this one out, gone to use it, and put it back in. See what I mean? So if you tear a page out, it's okay. You can just put it back if you don't use it. Isn't that gorgeous? That actually matches that as well. Has that pretty blue in it. But so I'm going to take this page. I think I've got this page there. I'm going to take this page out because I'm pretty sure that I'm going to use some of these strips in here. So I'm going to take that page out. And I may use this one. I've used one of these already. These are really pretty. So I'm going to tear out this one. Now, mind you, I may not use them all, but yes, I think I have to have some of this in there. So I may only use a strip off the side of each of these pages that I'm tearing out. So, the pine cone pages. So I've got this one out, but I think I'm going to use this one simply because the pine cones, there's a little bit of blue on this page, and I like that, but the pine cones are smaller, and remember, the monthly boxes that we're using are very small. So I'm going to put my paper pad down, and I'm going to take back my pages, and this is my whole process when I'm using scrapbooking paper to do a spread, whether it's a weekly spread or a monthly spread. So what am I going to do here? I am going to, because this is so stinking pretty, And it has words on here like apple, apple picking, acorns, fall, cuddle, harvest, hot chocolate, cozy, pumpkins. Yeah, all these little words on here are absolutely fabulous. So if you do a spread like this, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to measure how much you want on here. So I'm going to do this at 4 centimeters. I'm going to take my paper pad or my paper trimmer, put it down here, and I'm going to cut 4 centimeters off of this. And that will be my sidebar. That should fit up there just beautifully like this. And I want it to go up to here. So right there, I'm going to cut it right above that row of words. Like that. So I have that to cover my sidebar. And the reason I'm covering the whole sidebar is because I have that tip out. So how I'm going to work that is I will glue this to this, like this. Then glue my sidebar down. And then I have this tip out like this. And the other edge of it will be behind this piece of paper. So to do that, I'm just going to use a tape runner. I am going to hold this up and put this on, and I think I want it closer to the bottom than the top. So I'm going to put that piece of paper in there and then fold this over it like this. Then I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to glue down the sidebar. So I'm just going to apply the blue to the sidebar strip. Or it's actually a glue tape, but it's still the glue. Now, you don't have to use this. You could use a liquid glue to do this if you wanted to. So now I have this. I'm going to turn my page sideways so that I can line this up. All of these lines end in the same place. So if I line this up with the end of those lines, the very edge, and then put this down, it should be straight. So now I have my tip out, and I've done that first because I just wanted to see how this was going to look and how it was going to play out on here. So some strips. There are, I'm just going to set this down. This one doesn't glare off the camera as much as my old one used to. So I like that. So now I have these strips. Because I used this one with the words, I'm going to use this strip right here in this layout. So to do that, I'm going to put my paper in here. I'm going to line it up where I want it to cut, making sure that I'm cutting in the right spot because I want that gold strip on here. I don't want to cut that off. So let's do that again. Let's line this up for the other side. And now I have this strip. So how am I going to lay it out? I want it to say pumpkins, candles, and fuzzy socks. Maybe here. Or what do I have? Ooh. Apple pie, big sweaters, and campfires. That's cool. And I just have to cut it to fit here perfectly. right on these dots. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take my scissors and right at these dots, I am going to just cut and cut right there. Then I've got this really cute strip that's going to fit in these empty boxes right here. I may even do it up at the top here. Yes, I think I will. So just a little strip of the tape along here. And then set this up so that it goes at the top, nice and straight. And yes, that's cute right there. Now over to the other page, I have this. And if I put it at the bottom here, wow, guys, this needs a tiny, tiny trim like this, just a bit. And this is going to fit at the bottom on this side. Wow, that couldn't have worked out better. I mean, I could have planned it like that, but probably not as well. Wonderful. So I have this great tip out here. So I just grabbed my corner rounder and I'm just going to stick this in here and round these corners. Just this small rounder. This is the smallest curve that I have. It doesn't take anything off of that. It just makes it look like it's finished and it's supposed to be in there. So that's what I have so far. Now on these strips as well, I've got this Oh Autumn, It's Nice to See You Again. And I'd love to use that. Remember, these boxes are small, so a lot of the strips on this page will probably fit into these boxes quite nicely. Whoops, I moved my paper. I keep forgetting that this new trimmer also has this bar to hold down so that I don't have to have my fingers in underneath there trying to hold it. My old one, I had to hold it down all the time. So, Oh Autumn, It's Nice to See You Again. And then these lovely strips like this. So, I think I'm going to cut this and mark here and here and turn this into a double box width because I'm pretty sure I have nothing happening on either of those dates. Just like that. And then I also have these strips to use. So, Oh Autumn, It's Nice to See You Again, right here. Oh, couldn't find my tape runner, guys. I sat my trimmer down on top of it. So, yes, that's just me. If you're new here, I look for things a lot. Yeah. So, and also if you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button so that you can come back again and see what else I've got going on the channel. I do a number of different things. I don't have anything on these dates right here. Of course, that's the blank date because there's only 30 days in September. So that strip there, but let's see if I round these top corners, if it looks better. and set it right there and bring it up. I think it does. I think it does. More like a column. I'm kind of squaring my page off this way, aren't I? Outlining it. And I think that's cool in a planner. Yes, that's going there. There, just like that. And if I have to put something in those days, remember this is just a matte paper. You can write on it. So what I really like on this paper are these pine cones and little kind of swag bits and stuff like that. They're absolutely sweet. And I believe that these are almost exactly the size of a box. So I need to cut off, when I trim this out, I need to cut off just a hair of that. So I'm going to make a little mark here so that I know where. And I'm just going to line this up on my trimmer at that dot. So I have my dot right on my line, and I'm going to move it over just a touch, and make sure that it's nice and straight. And there I go. So now I have this. Now, how big are these boxes? 1.5 inches would be good. This end's got that gold on it. So I'm gonna cut this right here, like that. So I have this piece here. Then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to put it at 1.5 inches. Right there. And trim that off. So that's what I have in my box. So I'm going to make some 1.5 inch squares, if that's the right size, like that. And they'll fit in there nicely. I'm going to make a few of these to pop around my page. So I have just a few of these boxes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them, and the way that they're sitting, the way that I want them to sit on the box, I'm going to set them in like this. So whichever way I want them to sit, I'm going to stack them together like this. Because the top corners have to come off. I'm going to stack them all together so that I have the top corner that I want to cut off. This one right here. And I'm just going to grab my scissors. I'm going to nip them like that. So now I have a bunch of boxes that look like this, that I can actually put down in here and still see the dates, but they can add some color to my planner. So now I might need a little more than this. So I'm just going to trim 1.5 inches off of here. So I love this paper, and I think it'll look really pretty on here. I don't think I need many more than just 4 of them. So I think I'm done with my trimmer. I'm going to set that over there. I'm just going to take these and do the same thing and cut the corner off. Actually, I'm going to leave one because I'm going to put one up here and there's no date there. So I can actually just set that in there. So I'm going to cut these 3 down. There. So now I can take all of these, which are very similar, These have got little bits of gold on them. So they're just a little bit different. So now I'm going to take these bits that I've cut up. I'm going to put this down here like that. Right there, because it's got that nice bit of gold on it. And Labor Day. I'm going to cover Patriot Day because we don't do Patriot Day. And I'm going to put a plain one on Rosh Hashanah because we don't do that, or I don't do that. Not we, I don't. So I'm doing this to suit myself. Now, you guys remember, if you're doing a spread, and because these are American holidays, and if you're out of the country like I am, we have different holidays than the US has. All other countries have different holidays. So don't forget to do your monthly spread with your holidays. Change it about the way you need it. We still do Labor Day weekend the same as the States. The kids still go back to school here the same as, I think, the same as the States. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just going to lay them out the way I think that they look pretty. There, I think like this. And I'm going to put them down. So my thoughts are, if things come up and I want to write them down on my calendar, I can just add a small white sticker over top of these and write on it if I want to, instead of trying to write in the print. But yes, these look pretty, and I'm going to put them down. So I'm going to take an orange. I think I'm going to take an orange marker. Let me see. This is a Flair pen, not a marker. I've got the orange and I've got the peach. I'm just going to take one of these little tiny scraps and turn it over and see which one I like the color of best. Definitely the peach. So we'll put this one back. And I am going to go over this. So not a bunch down as far as specific days go, but I'm going to work on this list. So there it is. That is my monthly for September. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's ready for me to start writing in. I think I'm going to do this type of thing for anything that I have to write in the dates. I am going to use the black pen and the Flair pen over top because that looks really good in here, but it stands out on the page, so I notice it. I've got my tip out here. Let me slide over a little wee bit so that you can see. I can take this page out, lay it flat. That's the wonderful thing about having a happy planner. It's so easy to do this. So I can take this out to finish filling this in and lay it flat on my desk so it's easy to write. That's why I love this planner, guys. So I don't know what you guys think about it, but I think it screams autumn. It's absolutely beautiful. I have this bag of paper clips. Some of them are gifted and some of them I made, but these are some of the items that I made for a swap, and because I liked them so much, I just thought they were such a great idea to have around. So I have this one that kind of matches these colors that I could put in here. I've I have this one that kind of matches these colors. Has the butterflies. It's got the little arrow. It's really decked out, guys. So I think I'm going to actually use that. But decorated paper clips are always fun. I'm going to put this one right here. It looks really cute there. Maybe up a little wee bit. Maybe move it up like that. There. And it just decorates that little bit. There's a little bit of ribbon sticking out there, which I don't mind. I don't mind the paper clip sticking out there either. This is my fall spread. I like it, guys. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share on your social media. That is the thing that absolutely helps me the most. And if you haven't subscribed yet, like I said earlier, do that before you leave so that you can come back and see more videos. I love you guys, and I love all the interactions, especially the comments. So please leave me a comment, and I will see everybody in the next video. Until then, bye-bye for now, everyone.